News9. In fact, we have some real big news coming in now.
Well, we understand that the markets are reacting as of now, and of course, so long we've seen it moving on sentiments, and as of now, it's jumped up by over 1,000 points. This was, of course, expected based on what the results will be, and Adani shares, for obvious reasons, are doing rather well. My colleague Arun joins us with more information. Arun, we have seen it, of course, rallying up and down based on sentiment for the last many days, but no surprise that Adani is doing well.
It's not just Adani, Akshita. Remember, a whole host of stocks, particularly Gujarat-based stocks, with particular reference to Adani Ports, Adani Enterprises, Adani Power, the three triplets belonging to the Gautam Adani group. They are doing extremely well. More importantly, if you look at the broader market, you are seeing something very peculiar happen. Never that has been seen as far as the UPA2 was concerned. You're seeing a whole host of government companies suddenly shine out. You are seeing the likes of ONGC, GAIL, IOC, everything, every one of them being a government company, gain a lot of investor confidence, a lot of investor acceptance, and that's the reason why you are seeing the Sensex adding close to about 1,000 points. In fact, it is in kissing distance of 25,000. Imagine this is unprecedented kind of rally that we are seeing as far as the Indian markets are concerned, with the initial leads pointing towards a clear, comfortable majority for the NDA. It now looks that the stock market is giving its thumbs up to a pro-business, pro-reform, pro-economy based Modi government, which is likely to assume office on May 21, Akshita.
Arun, Nolan over here, is it just based on mere speculations? Because Mr. Murthy was saying it's just speculations that's the reason why the market has hit this level.
Well, as far as the markets go, the tagline is you buy on rumors and sell on news. So in this particular case, the selling has not happened. You are buying on rumor that Modi will be the one who will form the next government. And that rumor, it seems, has turned to be true. That's the reason why you are seeing the Sensex rally so much. In fact, the rupee, believe it or not, Nolan, has crossed a psychologically important level. Remember, yesterday it closed at 59.29. This morning it's gone past the 58 mark. These were levels which were unknown to many of us. The last 10-12 months have been extremely tumultuous for the rupee, but today it's reversed. It's gone up, it's gone past the 58 mark. So there's a lot of cheers up even coming in from the currency market. So clearly both the currency market and Dalal Street in a celebratory mode, hoping that Modi will get that magic figure of 272 and be able to form the government without any kind of outside support, Nolan.
Right, Arun, thank you very much for all those details. But in fact, Arun, I want to come back to you if you're still there. Could you just tell us, because there were also speculations that if the NDA or the BJP-led NDA does not cross the 230, 240, this is what it's stated, that we could see a fall of about 8 to 10% in the market. Could that happen if?
Nolan, as far as the early leads are concerned, we are talking of something like 233 in favor of the NDA plus. So that means to say they are in very comfortable zone. They are falling short perhaps by about 40 odd seats at this point of time. Remember, it's only 417 seats for which we are getting the early leads. So there is at least about another 100 seats. So clearly that 30 seats gap that we are talking of should be easily filled. Therefore, it should be clean and dry and home as far as the NDA is concerned. So definitely at this point of time, what the market is factoring in is the fact that the NDA will be able to form the government. Remember, this NDA plus that we are talking of includes like-minded entities like TDP, and just as a footnote, can I add the fact that Heritage Foods, which is a company owned by Nara Bhuneshwari, the wife of TDP leader Chandrababu Naidu, is also one of the fleet-footed winners as far as Dalal Street is concerned today, Nolan.
Right, Arun, thank you very much for all those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more. Well, in fact,
देखिए
नकवी जी, पहले ये बताइए, बहुत देर से आपका इंतजार हो रहा था क्योंकि थोड़ा सा लेट हो गए आने में, यहाँ नेता कितनी उम्मीद है आपको रुझान आ रहे हैं?
देखिए, हम सबसे पहले तो इस देश की जनता को, उस देश की उस जनता को जिसने की इस लोकतंत्र के महापर्व में खूब जम करके भागीदारी की, हिस्सेदारी की और देश को कुशासन के और करप्शन के युग से मुक्त कराने के लिए, सुशासन के स्वर्णिम युग की स्थापना करने के लिए पूरी ताकत से काम किया। और हमारा मानना है कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री पद के उम्मीदवार हैं, जिस तरह से उन्होंने बिना रुके हुए, बिना थके हुए पूरे देश में दौरे किए, पूरे देश में लोगों तक सुशासन का संदेश पहुंचाया, निश्चित तौर से, और करोड़ों हमारे कार्यकर्ता, हमारे पार्टी के सभी वरिष्ठ नेता और उससे भी बड़ी देश की जनता जो कि इस बदलाव का जो माहौल और बदलाव की अंगड़ाई है उसकी
एक्सपेक्टेड था। ये तो जब हम जनता के बीच में जा रहे थे, कई महीनों से हम ये देख रहे थे कि भारत के लोग नरेंद्र मोदी जी को प्रधानमंत्री बनाने के लिए बहुत उत्सुक हैं और चुनाव के कैंपेन के दौरान भी हमने यही देखा, जनता हमें आशीर्वाद दे रही है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के उम्मीदवारों को। और मैंने तो आपको ध्यान होगा कि कई बार चुनाव में कहा कि मुझे व्यक्तिगत तौर पर आश्चर्य नहीं होगा अगर अमेठी और रायबरेली में भी कांग्रेस की हार होगी। अभी रुझान उस तरह के हैं और नतीजे तो फाइनली आएंगे।
लेकिन सर, आपने खुद ने एक बार कहा था कि विधानसभा लोकसभा चुनाव में काफी फर्क होता है और आप खुद आगे चल रहे हैं चांदनी चौक से, क्योंकि आपके अगेंस्ट कई और दिग्गज लीडर थे। उसको लेकर आप क्या कहें? क्या जनता का गुस्सा है लोग लीडर्स को लेकर, या वो एक नया ऐसा नेतृत्व?
देखिए, अब चुनाव के नतीजे आ रहे हैं, अब उसके बारे में मैं कुछ नहीं कहना, लेकिन मेरे को इतना ही कहना है कि मैंने जब वहाँ कैंपेन किया था तो लोगों का मुझे बहुत प्रेम और आशीर्वाद मिल रहा था और उसके कारण 25 दिन के कैंपेन में मुझे कभी भी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि ये लोग जो है मुझे अपना सांसद नहीं बनाना चाहते हैं।
आम आदमी पार्टी के अगर बात करूं
Well, Dr. Harshvardhan as well as Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, they're going ahead and commenting on their prospects. But Congress seems to be facing quite a bit of an uphill task in Delhi. BJP is currently leading in 6 of the 7 seats, and the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 1 seat in Delhi. So it is the Congress that seems to be facing a defeat there. Of course, a little too early to state exactly how it will end, but the BJP is leading in 6 out of those 7 seats, and the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 1 seat in Delhi. So those are the latest updates from the national capital for you there. Of course, it was expected that the Congress wouldn't perform too well, that it would be mainly a contest between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. But as of now, early trends suggesting that BJP is in fact leading in 6 of those 7 seats. We've got some new guests joining us now in our studio. We've got, first of all, Ms. Aparna Patwardhan, who is a BJP leader. Thank you so much for joining us in our studios, ma'am. Second, we have Mr. Anand, who is part of the Aam Aadmi Party, as the cap suggests. And next, of course, we have Mr. Nachi, a psephologist, who joins us for so many discussions. First of all, we've discussed the BJP, we've discussed the Congress. Coming to the Aam Aadmi Party, what do you expect from these elections? How big an impact do you think you will have?
I think our duty in these elections was to give the citizens of the country clean candidates. And I think we've done that in Karnataka, we've done that in every constituency of Karnataka and in 430 seats across the country. And I think on the ground, the response for the Aam Aadmi Party has been tremendous. But as we all know, I think this election has been highly polarized. So the votes have been split into probably pro-Modi and anti-Modi. In somewhere in between that, we've probably not gained too much, but we do know that on the ground there is a lot of support for the Aam Aadmi Party. We've probably not been able to convert that to votes.
Having said that, don't you think initially you started off as a movement or sort, everyone was talking about you, but somewhere along the line you did a couple of things differently, or should we say as something that didn't really work in your favor?
Probably true. Leaving the government in Delhi probably was not well appreciated by the citizens, but I do think that that was the best thing that we could do at that instance. However, looking backwards, probably we could have done some things different.
Right. Mr. Tyagaraja, we've spoken a lot about the Aam Aadmi Party. What do you think went wrong? Because initially it was expected that they would do so well. Here in Karnataka itself, there was a lot of talk about the Aam Aadmi Party.
First thing, I think nobody in his right imagination would have ever thought or even gave any importance to Aam Aadmi doing very well in this election. Yes, they would definitely make an impact in terms of the awareness that they generated and the candidates they had picked up. I think it's rather unfortunate because in the past people who have voted had always wanted a good candidate. This time when you have had good candidates, you've not actually voted because the national parties have come into fray. It's an unfortunate thing because all the candidates are really people of integrity, and I'm sure had they won, if at all they do, they would do.
It is not that.
No, 1 minute, let me finish. But the fact is, Aam Aadmi is still in its infancy. So you need to give it time. Despite the errors or judgment, whatever they have made, I personally feel we need not write them off because don't forget in Karnataka itself, you have the corporation. In Bangalore, you have the election next year for corporation. And I'm sure they will make an impact.
So you think they can be revived? Do you think it's not
Where
the end of
being dead? They are not dead. But it's only thing, as I said, it's an infant party and they are bound to do well in the coming years if they manage to sustain the momentum that they have interest that they have generated. Next Bangalore elections, I'm sure that they will make an impact in the corporation.
I don't think, Aam Aadmi as a party, it got its support only because there's a dissatisfaction.
Well, on a lighter note on a lighter note, that is, since the BJP is actually leading.
Beauty. Good step. I hope he is taking the right steps after
That's my colleague.
government informed.
That will be at the end if they win.
No, it'll come. They'll come sometime. No one's been
that's a reflection of the mood.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Well, moving on to some of the trends coming in. We're looking at Yediyurappa leading by over 60,000 votes in Shimoga. Sadananda Gowda also going ahead and leading quite an impact. Leads by over 20,000 votes. Of course, this is in Bangalore North. So BJP doing relatively well in Karnataka as well. But again, we have to wait for many more hours to find out exactly if it will end with that. But also speaking about the Aam Aadmi Party, I wanted to ask you, Ms. Shashwati, do you think it was the worst move that could have been made to pit Kejriwal against Narendra Modi? Should he have chosen a safer constituency?
See, questions of safe constituencies come up if your intent is to win. And that's when you look for safe havens. Now, whatever be the stated position of the Aam Aadmi Party, I personally think that their role in this election has been absolutely remarkable because on several counts. One is they have changed the political discourse to a large extent and tried to divert focus from identity-based politics to issue-based politics. The extent to which they have succeeded is debatable. But I think that has been a very remarkable role, and to that extent the Aam Aadmi Party is not only relevant, it has made a difference. Secondly, the Aam Aadmi Party to a very large extent is responsible for the plight of the Congress, because a lot of the votes, the floating votes of the which would have gone to the Congress earlier, has now gone to the Aam Aadmi Party. Take Amethi as a case in point. The ground for disgruntlement against Rahul Gandhi was actually prepared by Kumar Vishwas. It is Smriti Irani who came in and went for the kill. But the base for that, the realization and the awareness among people that the politics that you have supported all these years has done you no good. And the Samajwadi Party added to that by plonking in a lot of money in the neighboring district and making that district really look nice. So Kumar Vishwas kept telling people, just look at your neighbors, they're doing so well. And you have voted for the Gandhi family, where are you? That awareness was created by him. And BJP very smartly went and, capitalized on that. So the ground for the decimation of the Congress was actually prepared by the Aam Aadmi Party. So you have to give them a lot of credit for what's happened. BJP might get credit for, winning the elections on an NDA platform, but actually the victory is of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Mr. Naqvi,